Local sports from KYMA News 11.
All right, the winners and losers brackets begin for the NJCAA softball tournament. Welcome back, everyone. We begin tonight with a pair of battles featuring national tournament unbeatens. Top-seeded Salt Lake City out of Utah going head-to-head with San Jacinto out of Texas. We go to the top of the six. Briley Marizelle Hill hammers as Catalina Cavazos offering to deep right. And Juliana Garcia loses the ball in the sun, which opens the door for Ola Nakagama to score. The Bruins get on the board, but they're down 4-1. Salt Lake not done. Maylee Maka delivers this line drive, turns sac fly to left, allowing Marizelle Hill to score. Salt Lake cuts its deficit in half. Bottom six, San Jacinto up to bat. Tamara McKnight slaps a grounder to left, which loads the bases full of Coyotes. Not a good situation for Salt Lake. Next batter, Kari Winters grounds to third, but the throw to home is off the mark, scoring not just one Coyote, but two. San Jacinto gets back their cushion for good, knocking the top seed out of the winners bracket by a final of 6-2. Salt Lake going to the losers bracket to take on Yavapai. More on that in a little bit. In another matinee game, AWC women's basketball coach Patrick Cunningham on hand for Grayson versus Wallace State. Top four, Grayson down a run, but Haley Vest knocks his pitch in the left, scoring Cheyenne Stark. Game all tied at a run apiece. But the Lions pitcher, Josie Thompson, would settle down, forcing a flyout into foul territory into the mitt of Aaron Chambliss for the first out. And then Thompson would go into cruise control. She strikes out not just one batter, but she's going to get two KOs to end the top half. The game would be tight to the end and would take an extra inning to determine a winner. It would be the Vikings that would come through, taking the 4-2 win, staying in the winners bracket. We go to our third winners bracket bonus highlight from Field 6 with the Butler Grizzlies versus Three Rivers. Top fourth, Izzy Erickson gets busy, striking Faith Rakes, and then she also gives a KO treatment to Blair Quarles to end the top half. She's having a lot of fun. And yes, she's going to get a little chest bump there. The team is fired up. Meanwhile, relief pitcher Kendi Puckett gets the call in the bottom half. But she would struggle, throwing a wild pitch, giving Sydney Adler the green light to take second base. Puckett's control issues would continue. Another throw in the dirt allows both Grizzly base runners to advance to second and third base, putting the Raiders in a tight spot. And then Shayna Espy hits into a fielder's choice as Adler is going to score right here. Butler now up 8-3. Next batter, Emily Adler, grounds into another fielder's choice as Maddie Young comes in for another run. Grizzlies in command, and it would stay that way as the second overall seed stays in the winners bracket, giving the Raiders the 12-4 loss in only 5 innings. All right, we got some elimination bracket scores to bring up to you. Chipola out of Florida survives, defeating John A. Logan, eliminating the Lady Vols. Meanwhile, Georgia Military, well, they go down in 2 games for good. Chattanooga State out of Tennessee survives as well. And then another pair of elimination games that played out earlier as well. Central Alabama didn't have enough to beat Odessa. The team out of Texas survives. Meanwhile, the Yavapai Rough Riders, they come through and then some, shutting out the Trinity Valley Cardinals to stay alive for tonight's game. Speaking of which, they were in survival mode in a must-win or go home against top-seeded Salt Lake. So how will this one go? Emily Dix is going to get a strikeout, number 3, to stave off a Salt Lake City rally. Yavapai's dugout amped up, trying to get things going. In the top of the third, Mia Weckel starts off the third for Yavapai with a base hit to left. Rough Riders coming out swinging. Next batter, Kayla Rogers, no relation to Aaron, rips his pitch to first. First baseman tags the base for the out, throws to second, but Weckel is called safe. Moments later, pitch in the dirt allows Weckel to scamper the third with 2 outs. And then it's Cheyenne Sandoval with the clutch base hit. Weckel's going to score. Rough Riders taking the 3-1 lead. Last we checked, it's 4-1 in the 7th. Hopefully we'll get you an update before the end of the broadcast. All right, we're done with this NJCAA Division I softball tournament edition of sports. Brando, it's been a busy night, my friend.
Indeed it has, but all of it's covered thanks to you, my friend. Good stuff.